California Governor Gavin Newsom failed to publicly disclose his SVB ties while lobbying for a bailout.
What?
Shocking.
I am shocked. You mean the guy who tells everybody you can't go to work and you have to wear a mask and you can't go to restaurants? That guy goes to a restaurant and doesn't wear a mask and goes to work? What the F?
The kind of guy that would sacrifice everything to give his kids a great Halloween.
Great Halloween. And that was definitely not because he got Bell's palsy from his thing. So this is... So what do you need to know? Here's the bullet points. You can turn off the video after this. California Governor Newsom reportedly had substantial personal ties to the Silicon Valley Bank, that bank that failed. Reports link Newsom to the bank through personal accounts, 3 wineries. The governor of the state has 3 wineries. 3.
Seems like a guy that would have 3 wineries.
So there's just never going to be there's never going to be a Harry Truman again. There's never going to be a regular person.
You mean a sucker? You mean a humble man who atomic bombs a country and then goes back to his original house? That's
what I mean.
Not a Netflix deal.
So he had personal accounts Newsom had with that bank. 3 wineries did their business through that bank, and his wife's charity that she's a founder of did their banking with that bank. California law bans officials from influencing decisions in which they have a financial interest.
How are they supposed to make any money?
So here's the chronology. On Saturday, Newsom's office issued a statement that Newsom had been in touch with the highest levels of leadership at the White House and Treasury. He said the goal was to stabilize the entire innovation ecosystem that has served as a tentpole for our economy. So he's out lobbying the White House and the Department of Treasury about a pending bailout of a bank that he has 3 wineries doing fucking business with, and apparently has personal accounts, and they take care of his wife's charity, and he doesn't mention it to anybody.
Well, Jimmy, it's the innovation ecosystem. You can't just pull something out of the ecosystem without causing damage.
And he doesn't mention any of that. The following day, Newsom praised the administration for acting swiftly and decisively in saving the bank that has all his business deposits in it. Again, there was no mention of his own ties to the bank. Instead, Newsom expressed gratitude on behalf of small businesses.
Mom and pop wineries.
That can... Small businesses that can now make payroll, workers who will get their paychecks, and nonprofits that can keep their doors open tomorrow. Newsom's wife, Jennifer Siebel Newsom, happens to be the co-founder of one of those nonprofits. California's Partner Project. Now, again, this isn't me saying they shouldn't have made those deposits whole. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this guy's corrupt, and he should have been acknowledging and disclosing those conflicts of interest. SVB reportedly donated $100,000, to her charity. That bank donated $100,000, The former bank's president is listed as one of the charity's board members. The ties between SVB and the California Partners Project were first reported by Open the Books, an Illinois nonprofit that tracks government spending. Good for you. It is unclear whether Newsom's personal accounts were still active at the time of the bank's collapse last week, but if they were, then Newsom could have stood to benefit directly from the Biden administration's rescue package, which will reimburse SVB account holders even if their balances surpass the $250,000 limit, insured by the FDIC. Newsom has not discussed his personal ties to the SVB publicly. It is unclear whether he disclosed them to the White House or Treasury during his contacts with the administration over the weekend. As an elected official, Newsom is prohibited by state law from influencing a governmental decision in which the official knows or has reason to believe the official has a financial interest. Well, there you go. Who'd have thunk it, huh? the banks and our elected leaders are all intertwined, and they're all advocating for themselves. Isn't that something?
Public-private partnership.
Yeah. It's a fucking big club, and you ain't in it, baby. It is so true.
I prefer to think of it as an ecosystem.
It is an innovative ecosystem, and it's an ecosystem of innovation. Innovation. That's all they talk about is innovation. You mean getting rid of unions? That kind of innovating?
Finally.
Figuring out how to deregulate the trucking industry, the airline industry, the banking industry. You mean that kind of innovation? That's what they mean when they say innovation, getting rid of regulations. But they say it all the time. You know who says it all the time? Bill Gates says it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, you want to be associated with innovation? You mean more vaccines? Yeah, that kind of innovation. That's what he means. That's exactly what he said. He told Trump you should be associated with innovation. Like, how about more vaccines?
And Trump believed him, and he got cheated on his innovation credits.
Go to jimmydore.com to see my new stand-up special, COVID Lies Are Funny. For only $10, you get to become a premium member, too. And come see us do our live shows. We're going to be doing stand-up comedy in Milwaukee, Nashville, Honolulu, Los Angeles, Northampton, Massachusetts, Syracuse, New York, Cohoes, New York, Hartford, Connecticut, Baltimore, Maryland, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets.